Okay, good day everyone. We are Group 2 and today we will be diving into a critical component of modern business operations, Chapter 13 on IT project management. In an era where technology drives nearly every aspect of professional life, understanding how to effectively manage IT projects is no longer just a technical skill, it is a business necessity. I am James Robert O. ADOAN, and I am joined by my colleagues Gemma DUMARAN and James Errol JALIMBAWA. And over the next few minutes, we will walk you through the frameworks, governance structures, and practical planning strategies required to ensure IT projects are delivered successfully and securely. So now let's get started. We begin with the COBIT PO10 Managed Projects Framework. So this is our high-level control map. So for the framework and approach, it starts by establishing a consistent management approach across the entire organization. Without this, every project manager is essentially speaking a different language. As for the planning and execution, we focus on securing stakeholder commitment early. If the business plan isn't bought in, the project is doomed before it starts. So as for the risk and quality control, this is the brake system. It ensures that change control and risk management aren't afterthoughts but are integrated into the project's DNA. Lastly, for the performance and closure aspect, we don't just walk away when the code is done. We measure performance and conduct formal closures to ensure the benefits are actually realized. But what happens when projects overlap? That's where program management comes in. Programs coordinate related projects like an ERP rollout that involves software, security, and networking teams to manage that massive complexity. To do this effectively, we need a program management office or the PMO. Think of the PMO as the central nervous system that sets staffing requirements and consistent practices. The data is clear, and Gartner reports that organizations with a formal PMO experience 50% fewer cost overruns and cancellations. Here, governance isn't red tape, it's a financial safety. Now let's look at the art and science of execution. Every IT project operates within two distinct life cycles. The PMLC, which acts as a generic framework for managing scope, schedule, and budget, and the SDLC, which focuses on the technical steps of building and testing. A vital takeaway here is ownership. Projects must be owned by business units and not just IT to ensure we are delivering a functional business benefit through rational due diligence. To understand the broader context, we must differentiate between project and program management. Project management in primary focus handles a single specific endeavor with a clear start and end, while program management coordinates multiple related projects to manage complexity. A project aims to create a specific output or product, and a program aims for a strategic outcome or organizational change. As for the discipline, projects rely on the PMLC for control, whereas programs utilize a PMO or the project management or program management office to standardize metrics and staffing across teams. As for the success metrics, a project is successful if it is on time and on budget, and a program is successful if it achieves strategic impact, such as the 50% reduction in cost overruns noted by Gartner. In the computer information systems environment, auditing isn't just about checking the boxes. It's about ensuring the infrastructure and the project managing it are sound. On the left, we see the challenges for the project manager. In our field, appropriate governance means ensuring that IT controls and compliance frameworks like COBIT or ISO are integrated from day one. A major hurdle is getting the right resources, not just money, but specialized personnel like cybersecurity and analysts or database admins at the exact time they are needed to prevent bottlenecks. As auditors, we look for a detailed work breakdown structure or WBS, and without a granular breakdown of technical tasks, we risk scope creep. Furthermore, prioritization is vital in CIS because IT projects often share the same server environments or bandwidth. If tasks aren't prioritized, one project's testing phase could crush another's production environment. We also focus on stakeholder involvement. Management must be sufficiently involved to sign off on risk appetites, and the end user must be ready for UAT or user acceptance testing to ensure the final system actually meets the business need. Moving to the right, the objective of project planning is predictability. In CIS, unpredictability leads to security vulnerabilities and budget overruns. We follow a logical flow to achieve this. First is the goals. What is the business system intended to do? Abilities. Do we have the technical capability and the reasonable assurance that the system can handle the data load? Activities. These are the specific coding, configuring, and auditing steps. Measurements. Here, we use key performance indicators or KPIs to track progress. And lastly, verification. This is the most critical step for an auditor. We verify that the system does what it says it does through rigorous testing and documentation. So to wrap up, effective resource management ensures we have the tools to build the system, while project planning provides the roadmap to ensure it's built securely and efficiently. And for a CIS auditor, these aren't just management tasks. They are primary controls that ensure IT project success. Thank you.
Let us now proceed with project tracking and oversight. An oversight and tracking process helps ensure that a project lives up to its commitments. Controls need to be put in place to identify projects that are running astray. Oversight and tracking during all phases of the development process helps ensure that standard processes are followed and control is maintained. Its objectives provide adequate visibility into actual progress so that the management can take effective actions when the project's performance deviates significantly from plans. These requirements must be documented and controlled. These are goals, commitments, abilities, activities, measurement, and verification. On the other half of the slide, you can see the project management tools. Project management tools are not just for keeping a schedule, they are also critical control mechanisms that provide transparency, accountability, and historical data for the future decision making. Effective project management requires the use of set of tools that enables plan development and tracking. There are many tools on the market for both standalone and enterprise-wide project management. Standalone tools work for individual tasks, while the data emphasizes enterprise-level tools for their ability to create a single repository. These tools automate the connection between tasks, resources, and cost. They allow management to see multiple people across different projects, identify cross-project dependencies, and they also include billing, project communication, and centralizing communication. The 8 listed below are several functions that can be automated and integrated by selecting an enterprise-level project management tool. In project management process, the auditor's objective is to provide early identification of issues that could derail a project. Their objectives focus on ensuring that the final application is on time and within the budget, monitoring the administrative and financial health of the project, to ensure that the security, data integrity, and internal checks are built in a software, and that confirming that the end users are adequately trained and that the IT department can support the system's long run. While the auditor's task is to gain support from users and IT professionals, check project management tools for proper usage, perform project review and assess readiness, present findings to management, and maintain independence to remain objective. In this slide, we can see the process risk and the project risk. Product risk refers to the possibility that the final application or system will fail to meet the needs of the business, the users, or the security standards of the organization. The possible causes of process risk are the lack of strategic direction, lack of project management standards, lack of formal projects management process, and negative organizational climate. On the other hand, project risk refers to the threats that could prevent the project from being completed within the agreed-upon constraints. This is primarily the concern of the project manager and is managed during the project management lifecycle. The possible causes of project risk are resource unavailability and budget, project complexity and magnitude, inexperienced staff, or lack of end users' involvement and management commitment.
This slide shows the processes that must consider in determining the level of involvement ng mga auditors. First is the audit plan and review. Audit plan, ito yung process kung saan nagsisimula sa preliminary analysis of the control environment, kung saan nire-review nila yung mga existing standards and procedures to see if they are complete and efficient. Second is the process review. Dito, yung mga auditors is gumagamit ng checkpoints para ma-assess yung mga project's internal controls and yung current status. Sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng mga checkpoints na ito, yung auditors can monitor a project without needing to spend a massive amount of resources on it. If the development process is well controlled, the need for deep auditor involvement decreases. And the last is the project management. Dito yung auditor is nag-serve siya as an advisor and reviewer para masiguro na yung project is nami-maintain on track and yung risk is na-handle. This involve risk management kung saan yung mga auditors is tinutulungan yung mga project manager para ma-identify yung problem or risk and ma-evaluate kung yung backup plans ba are strong enough. Additionally, they also perform independent review kung saan chinecheck nila yung mga project deliverables to make sure they are realistic and that every piece actually has a result. And furthermore, they check the resources if it is properly allocated. Under communication and relationships, yung auditor is nag-act as bridge between different groups to share information. Dahil nga yung mga auditors is nag-work across many areas, they understand how the whole organization fits together. Yung mga auditors din tumutulong sa development team to talk to users, vendors, and technical staff. And in-exercise din nila yung professional balance wherein they build good working relationships with everyone. At the same time, minimaintain nila yung pagiging independent nila. Under control recommendations naman, as the project progresses, yung mga auditor is nagsasuggest ng controls to prevent errors or fraud. Hindi lang sila basta-basta nagsasuggest ng mga safety measure na possible. They must weigh the cost of the control against the benefits it provides. Yung mga auditors din is napaprovide sila ng specific recommendations na mag-aayos sa mga actual problem. Along with this, yung mga auditors din must convince management to implement the recommendations. There are times kasi na yung mga managers often reject auditors' advice dahil sa mga factor na time and cost. Therefore, the auditor must convince management that fixing a problem immediately is cheaper and faster than waiting for the system to break or be hacked later. Technical excellence is not enough to prevent users from rejecting a new telecommunication system. They must be actively involved throughout the entire development cycle. The three major project pieces are the following. First, preparation. It is not just about planning. It involves setting standards, defining requirements, and creating the overall design with direct user input. Second is the iterative design and deployment. This phase uses prototyping and multiple iterations. This allows users to test the development and interface design before the final rollout. And the last phase is the usage analysis. After the project is finished, the team conducts field studies to see how the system performs in the real world and provides ongoing training and support. Some project management tools are the following. First, personal Gantt chart. It allows individual team members to see their specific tasks across multiple projects in a timeline view. Second is task delegation. It enables project managers to assign tasks from team leaders to team members or from peer to peer. Third is the view non-working time. Team members can report non-working time like vacations or sick leave so the manager knows exactly who is available. And the fourth one is database performance. It features an optimized database for faster access to project data and history. And the last one is the network diagram. It modifies network diagram with new filtering and layout options, increasing formatting features, and enhanced back styles, formerly known as per charts. The integration of these project management tools are essential to a successful telecommunication project. Software like Microsoft Project and OpenPlan are essential for creating visual plans, forecasting schedules, and keeping a team on track. To conclude, this presentation outlines yung discipline management ng IT projects sa pamamagitan ng structured frameworks like COBIT and the project management lifecycle. Hina-highlight din dito yung importance ng program management and a centralized project management office to coordinate complex projects and ma-reduce yung cost overruns. It also identifies yung mga critical resource management challenges tulad ng pag-secure ng stakeholder commitment and pag-ensure na yung end-user involvement, while emphasizing that projects are only truly complete once functionality is operational and benefits are realized. Finally, it details the auditor's essential role sa pag-maintain ng project integrity by identifying risk early, pag-ensure ng independence from development teams, and pag-suggest na ayusin yung problema as soon as possible kaysa maghintay pa na mas lalong lumaki yung dapat i-repair para ma-manage yung cost effectively. And that's all for our report for Chapter 13. Thank you for listening.